right, so today we're reviewing the Scott's Elite Spreader. Now, if you're new to lawn care and you're a DIYer, having a spreader is one of the top 3 tools that you're gonna need to have a decent looking lawn. Now, if you go out and you start looking at spreaders, there's this wide range of spreaders that you can buy. There's so many on the market. And how do you even decide? Well, the first thing for me that was really important is how easy is this spreader to put together. Now, I was looking at this AgriFab spreader. I think costs like 250 bucks. And I was just reading through the reviews and it was like, oh, it's gonna take you an hour and a half to put it together. And I was like, I don't have time to put a spreader together in an hour and a half. Hell, I hate putting things together. It's like going to IKEA, right? Who likes to go to IKEA? So I just wanted something that I could just pull out of the box pretty much and get it ready to go. I came across this and people were saying how easy it was to put together. And you know what? True story. Really easy to put together. All you got to do is pull it out of the box, turn up the handle, tighten the screws, and then just put on the wheels. They slide right on, snap it in there with a cotter key, and you're good to go. So really easy to put together. It took me like 5 minutes, seriously. That was probably one of the biggest selling points for me, is just how easy it was to put together. And secondly, I wanted to get rid of this thing because I'm sick and tired of the product getting caught in the wheels and then it leaves streaks. It like spills out of the wheel and then leaves these lines. And so this isn't supposed to do that. I can see why, because the spreader down here is above the wheels, where if you look at this one, right, it's right in the wheel. It's right in the wheel and it gets caught in there. And so this solves that problem. And so I have put one application down on this lawn here and I didn't have any streaks. Usually with this thing, I'll get streaks. And so I like the way that it spread it around. It wasn't getting caught in the wheels. It went right over the wheels here. And so you're not gonna have that problem. Now, another thing with this is how small the hopper is. This hopper here is giant. I don't even know what I can fit in here. I bet you I can fit at least one of these bags in here, so we're gonna find out. So look at that. I got it in there. Plenty of room. Nothing's gonna spill over. I try to fit a bag in here and things falling over. I got piles. Not a very good spreader. So aside from the big hopper, I also wanted something that wasn't gonna have grease zerks on it, because a lot of these fancy commercial spreaders, they have grease zerks, and I don't feel like dealing with grease. Who wants to go get grease? Now, it does have some plastic parts right down here. This thing, I don't know, this gear driver, this is plastic. So hopefully this holds up, but I'm not going to be using it that often. So is it going to break? I don't know. It might, but that seems to be kind of one of the downsides to this thing, is there's just some cheaper plastic parts on it. I was looking at the cable here. This cable, it's pretty thick. It's thicker than the cables on my Swardman, and those break pretty easily. So I'm hoping that this thicker cable is going to last and, you know, last the lifetime of this spreader. So I'm hoping that this is the last spreader I ever have to buy. Another thing that I like is that it doesn't have air in the tires. I mean, I'm not going to have to go and fill these things up and maintain air in the tires, right? I can just pull it out after wintertime and I know my tires aren't going to be flat, so I'm just not going to have to deal with that. It has a decent ride to it. It's pretty smooth even with these foam-filled tires. So I'm just going to go through. I'm going to spread this stuff around. I got it set to 3.5. So hopefully 2 passes with the full bag of Milorganite on this 2,000 square feet, and we'll see what happens. All right, so we just got that Milorganite down. We put that full bag on this 2,000 square foot front yard. Now I totally butchered the calibration because it took me 4 passes to get everything emptied where I was hoping for 2. So I'm just gonna have to work on that calibration, figure that out, just take a little bit of time here. Overall, yeah, I think it spreads great. One thing I did notice is that in the hoppers, the product, it didn't empty quite at the same rate. There's 2 holes in the bottom of this hopper, and the right side has more product in it than the left side. So I'm not sure that it's emptying perfectly evenly. So that's about all I got for you on this Scott's Elite spreader. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.